People. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Welcome to Jamaica Dancehall Source, your source for dancehall and our entertainment news. Now the first thing that is popping in the news, it is called, this is the face of the young gunners in Jamaica. This is the age of the young gunners in Jamaica. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. When them reach 20 only, them all. Them a veteran in the takeaway business, the gunman business, the scammer business. If they live to be 30-year-old, they are very lucky. Now people, the other day, 4 persons lost their life in a shootout with the Popo, based on the reports of the Popo, in a place called Windsor Heights, Zambia, Central Village. One of those persons that lost his life was a 16-year-old. His name is Deandre, Chana. He was a student of States St. Andrew Technical High School. It is said that he was in 10th grade. However, based on the information, it is said that he was a good youth gone bad. He was entangled, meaning that he was mixed up in all sorts of criminal activity. He was no saint. Based on the information, it is said that the mother lost her life a couple of years ago. Don't know the circumstance. Even worse, the father was just released out of the big yard. He did a bid for takeaway. Him juke up somebody with some sort of kitchen utensil, be it a knife. Based on the information, it is said that the father named all of his children, start with D. His name Deandre Chana. The information also gets more damning. It is said that his whole family, everybody mix up. Now, I am not going to say that the granny and the dog and the puss mix up. However, generally speaking, it seems as if everybody in that family is entangled in a dirty bungle. Now, people, this is a young man's picture right here. When you look at this, what we see a little youth that looks innocent. We see a little youth that look like him don't even know how to PISS straight. We see a little youth that could have had a bright future had the circumstances, had his decision-making process been a little different than the way that it turned out. Now people, here is the harsh reality of the garrison, our garrison life. A lot of times these youths come from dysfunctional home, come from a broken home, come from a home that there is no sorts of role model. However, people, the truth and the fact is that a lot of Jamaicans come from those circumstances, less than ideal, less than a stable home. So therefore, whenever your back is against the wall, you have to only fight a little bit harder. You have to make more efforts. You cannot give up. You cannot become a victim of your circumstances. However, people, that is easier said than done. A lot of persons cannot navigate out of those circumstances. So people, what this does is that if you're not strong-willed, strong-minded, you will get negatively influenced. A lot of times, if you can't hold out, then you're going to seek refuge or seek aid or help in a situation or in people that are going to make your situation get from bad to worse. Now people, what we've realized is that a lot of these youths in Jamaica, they tend to gravitate to negativity. They tend to think that the people who are successful are the people who have criminal background, who are dons, who are gunmen, because that is all they see. They see no type of positivity around them, directly or indirectly, in the home. So therefore, when them see the don of the era, and them see the don of the era of this pretty car, this pretty girl always have money, everybody around him, I look up to him as the big man. They want that lifestyle. They want to be a part of that. However, people, the truth and the fact is that these dons, these gunmen, these leaders in this era, they are a bunch of users. They are a bunch of manipulators. They are a bunch of demons and evil people. So therefore, not saying that this is the case in this young man's case, I am just speaking in general. Whenever the approach is made, whether by the top down for call and say, listen, me need some new recruits, or that person link the don always look at this person just like we are looking at him as an innocent person. The don would look at him as him have an innocent face, so therefore people would be shocked and awed. People wouldn't expect that in these faces is a cold, callous, K-I-L-L-E-R in the making, or somebody that have a couple of bodies upon them head. Because people, don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. A lot of these youths at 15, 16, 17, 18 year old, them have a whole bunch of body upon them head like some sort of S-E-R-I-A-L people. So therefore, when you see them and them roll up on the spot, when them get some sorts of assignment, listen, you need to go to X address and take out or X out X person. When them go and them are lurks or them are pre-the-scene, person are not going to expect, so listen, that little baby face person not going to do nothing. He is harmless. However, people, that is when people get shocked and awe. So people, I say this to say that. My point is this. That is why we see these dons, these gunmen recruit these youngsters. That is why there's a symbiotic relationship, meaning that these little youth, them need help and assistance, and then these dons, these top man, them need KILLERS. And people, like me say, it is a recipe for disaster, because this youth lost his life with 3 other persons who are also gang members, also top shooter, also criminals, point blank and period. So people, that is why there needs to be some sorts of intervention. Don't know if there's going to be any sorts of divine intervention. That means that some of these youths find Christ. However, it has to start from the home, meaning that these youth need parental guidance. These youths need mothers and fathers who actually care. Mothers and fathers who actually take their role seriously. Mothers and fathers that are prepared for being parents, prepared for these child's childhood. Make sure that this child have some sort of not so dysfunctional home, stability in the home, and also intervention from the relevant authority, meaning it takes a village to raise a child. More significantly, the government of Jamaica, relevant authority, they need to implement programs where these children can get some sorts of YMCA, some sorts of positive influence, some sort of skills, some sorts of knowledge, some sorts of trade in which they can be prepared for their future. Because people, if it continues like this, the future, it is looking very bleak. If it continues like this, if everybody don't pitch in, if the residents, the citizens of Jamaica don't pitch in and feel as if, listen, I know my pitney that, so therefore, me not really care, my house is okay. However, whenever the problem reaches your doorstep, whenever you lose one of yours because of the trickle-down effect of exactly what is going on, that is when people are going to look or try to do something then it is going to be too late, because basically the goose is already cooked, point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.